Hey guys, so one of my many jobs is location scouting. So that is what I'm doing today, which is basically a big scavenger hunt for TV shows, commercials, movies. Today we are looking for indoor basketball courts, and so we just wanted to bring you guys along and show you kind of how that process works, as well as give you a little tour of LA. And here's Matthew. Oh yeah.
Okay, so when location scouting, one of the main things that you have to do is research, which means getting on the internet, looking at maps, going through and finding phone numbers to call people to get permission to go even look at it and take pictures to even have the idea that this could be a location. So right now we are on our phones and on the internet and such, looking up things, trying to figure out
I'm very mad.
what to do and where to go and where to have a starting point to at least check out and, you know, get to the next step, which is actually being able to go to the place, take the pictures, and see if it's a possibility. So that's the first thing of many different parts that we have to do. Wish us luck, because sometimes it's tough, especially on a Sunday when nobody is at the locations like colleges and service centers, civic centers, and stuff like that. Anyways, good times.
Hi, you've reached.
So, Kedley's having some trouble with finding some location. What's going on, babe?
Captain's log. It's been 2 hours and we're still sitting in the car trying to figure out where to go.
But what are the troubles that you're having? Why are you... Don't...
The trouble is that it's Sunday, so nothing is open. I feel like they're setting me up for failure right now.
Well, the thing is that, like, they'll call you last minute and be like, hey, we need to find this location, and so tomorrow you need to do it, and it's Sunday and everybody's off and nothing's open on the weekends, and then they want you to figure all this stuff out. And then so she's having to make all these calls, and we're making calls and it's not going anywhere, and people are like, oh yeah, you gotta buy a permit, you gotta get this, blah blah blah. And it's like, you just want to take a few pictures just to even see if it's a possibility. Then maybe we can talk to somebody. But it's like a lot of the places are closed. You know, sometimes they have events going on. Like we have one location that we found, but there's an event going on, so we have to wait till after the event that we can go. And then we find out that it might actually not be able because it's a certain location, like a state location or whatever, that you can't film there or whatever. So it's like different things. And again, it's putting out fires and figuring out, you know, adapting to it and figuring out how to do things, right? I mean, it's fun.
A month-long trip, putting some brains on an ocean liner ship. She made a big mistake by leaving me. I had to run, so I picked up the phone.
Use the right lane to turn slightly right onto California 2.
So you can drive around. Took the Dodge Dart, a 74. My mother left the yard, but I needed one more. Shiny had me covered with the
Use the right lane to turn slightly right onto California 2.
So we have found our first location after many hours, and unfortunately I don't think it's gonna work. Back to the drawing board.
So the first location we found was in Beverly Hills. So after getting there, we found out that it didn't really work. But we had a second location that was in Carson, which is 22 miles away from Beverly Hills. And once we got to the second location, we took some pictures, and then the owner of that location suggested we check out another gym that was down the street from that one. So we went there, and that gym actually ended up being the best fit for what we were looking for.
Now, hello?
Oh.
So we just wrapped up. We just finished. Hold on, let me try this again. So we just finished. I look really tired. You look tired too. We found 3 good locations. We ended up in Carson. And then also last minute, a celebrity who shall not be named said they wanted it in a different city, but we'll see. They might still do it here, but my job is done, basically, right? So now we're gonna be heading back to the valley and maybe get some ice cream, and I'm sending them the pictures right now, and maybe we'll do some videos of on the way back so you can see Carson through all the way to Granada Hills.
So after we went to all the locations, we had to then upload all of the pictures and email them to the proper people. Instead of going home and doing it, which would have taken a lot longer, we went to a coffee shop and used their Wi-Fi.
This was actually a short day because I only ended up going to 3 locations to find good prospects, whereas some you can end up going to the 10, 15, 20 locations. And that's hard. Right? My trusty sidekick. Yes?
Yes.
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 No.
When it was all said and done, we found 3 possible locations. We were at it about 9 hours and drove about 100 miles altogether. Later, we found out that the client decided to go in a completely different direction. C'est la vie. The cool thing about location scouting is it's always different. You get to take lots of pictures. Sometimes you know exactly where you are going. Sometimes you just have an area to work in. And sometimes you just have an idea or theme you need to find. But in the end, I think it's much better than sitting in a cubicle. But that's just me. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell for notifications. Until next time.